Before kings rose to power, before prophets changed nations, silent mothers were already carrying impossible promises. In forgotten tents and quiet nights, 5 women shaped the destiny of humanity. They never commanded armies, yet they held the future in their hands. Sarah waited so long for a child that the promise itself began to feel impossible. For decades, she watched her youth fade away, while silence filled her womb. Then came the promise, something so unbelievable that even she laughed in disbelief. But when Isaac's first cry echoed through the desert, it was as if the wilderness itself came alive, and Sarah discovered that, in God's timing, even what seems dead can live again. Inside Rebekah's womb, 2 destinies were already fighting a silent war. She could feel that 2 nations would rise from her children, but only one would carry the promise. Then came the moment of decision, and that mother chose to change the future of her family forever, because sometimes love also means carrying impossible choices. But in Egypt, another mother faced an even greater danger. Jochebed had to silence the cries of her own baby, just to keep him alive. For 3 long months, every sound could have brought soldiers to her door. Then she made a decision that would break any mother's heart. She placed her son upon the waters and surrendered him to destiny. And that baby, drifting through the river, would one day grow up to free an entire nation. Few people remember the name Rizpah, but her pain echoed through generations. Her sons were condemned to die for a crime they never committed. Even so, she refused to abandon the ones she loved. For months, she remained there, through the heat, the cold, and the unbearable grief, until her sorrow finally reached the heart of a king. And then came Mary, the mother who would carry the greatest promise in history. Everything changed the moment a light broke through the silence of her small home. She would give birth to the one who would change the destiny of the world forever. But the promise did not arrive surrounded by riches. It came wrapped in humility. While the world slept, hope was quietly born in a manger, yet not even Mary escaped suffering. She watched that child grow, teach multitudes, and carry the weight of the world upon his shoulders, until the day the light of the world began to fade before her eyes. Even in unbearable pain, she remained there until the very end. And after the darkness came a hope no one expected, for the mother who waits against all hope, like Sarah, for the mother forced to make painful choices to protect the future, like Rebekah, for the mother who sacrifices her own peace to save her children, like Jochebed, for the mother who carries grief yet refuses to abandon dignity, like Rizpah, and for the mother who gives everything without holding back, like Mary. Motherhood was never just a role. It has always been a silent calling, between prayers no one heard and sacrifices no one saw. These women helped carry the world. And to you who carry the weight of life on your shoulders today, know that your love also leaves eternal marks, because a mother's love is still the invisible thread that keeps the world from falling apart. Today, we celebrate not only those who gave life, but those who continue sustaining it every single day with the quiet strength of their souls.